Yeah, no. What's that? Oh, just start? We're good. All right. Yes, folks, here we go. We are in the gym, Grantsburg, Wisconsin, on a beautiful, cool night here in October where Grantsburg will be hosting against the Elk Mound Mounders. We are dotting the I's, crossing the T's, making sure we get the right pronunciations here of the Elk Mound Mounders, who are traveling to Grantsburg in this regional matchup where the Elk Mound Mounders were 18-17 overall, and they were 3-4 in conference, and they went up against a strong Arcadia team, but the Mounders were successful at winning 3-0. So those of you who tuned in here not so long ago on a Thursday night, you watched your Grantsburg Pirates take on the Amory Warriors, and, you know, hey, there might have been some things that went on there. I felt, me personally, as a fan, a father, a parent, we were messy. We were messy. Some of you had chimed in about the referencing of it was like a toddler eating spaghetti in a high chair. Having a good time, but it was messy, and that's basically what it was. But Grantsburg was victorious 3-0. And those of you that tuned in, you might be like, well, they did win. Well, yeah, you know, when you're watching this squad all year on weekend tournaments and during the school year, where really the only loss they endured was against the tough Webster Tigers team. But we'll see how Grantsburg comes out of the gate here. I know they've been together all afternoon. They had walkthrough at 1:45, and then they went out to Lily Henderson's house here. So it's not like the girls are anything out of sorts of just getting here and playing. They've been able to keep volleyball going all afternoon long. And like I said in the past, that Grantsburg is coached by Deb Allman Johnson, and the Mounders are coached by Ryan Grimm, assisted Jenny Garnett, and we have Paola Cortese, Andrea Rosenthal as well. So a few side notes to mention here. Obviously, while the girls are warming up, exciting night here on Saturday night. The Grantsburg football team was victorious last night. Good to see that. Started out slow. I did not see it, but talking with Bob, talking with people there, they kind of started out a little bit slow. But the one thing that I will mention that seems to be growing large and in charge, which is really happy to see, is at the end of the game, the prayer circle. You saw Laconia and Grantsburg come together there, so it was good to see that and see how that keeps growing. And then obviously today in Phillips, we heard it on Thursday night. Nick asked, you know, if we could go to Phillips because cross country ran there today, and well, we have ourselves an announcement to make out of that cross country team, as senior Josh Hartke plays 5th at boys cross country today. Sectionals earlier today with a time of 17:27 to advance to the Division III state championship, which will be next Saturday, November 1st in Wisconsin Rapids. So, round of applause to Josh Hartke. Way to put it to the ground there, my friend. Nice job. So good to see him moving on. Nick said everybody ran good, but Hartke was the one able to sneak one in there. So, good to see that. It almost looked like, I don't have the name, but might have gotten somebody from Frederick Luck. I thought I saw on Facebook there, and obviously once things are posted on Facebook, it is true. So that's the beauty part about that. So, what's that? Oh, two from Frederick Luck. Nice job, Frederick Luck. Way to keep it together here. Oh, and we got we had a little problem with the handicap lift here on Thursday, but not tonight, as we are. She is making her way here. So, yeah, 4 minutes left to go. Girls are warming up. You know, obviously, getting in playoffs here, you know, Grantsburg 3-0, right? They won on that, and same with Elk Mound. So, we'll see how this goes here. Obviously, Elk Mound coming from a tough division. I'm not foreseeing a 3-0. We'll see. We might get some extra here tonight, which is definitely understandable when you get into playoffs here. So, yeah, like I said earlier with Grantsburg, just things that we were not used to seeing last Thursday night, and it could have been a little bit of a delay that they had. They didn't have a weekend tournament last weekend, and they kind of ended their season in Frederick like we mentioned before. But hey, we are back, folks. If you are joining us, tuning in to watch this, we really appreciate it as always. But we are looking for volunteers, which we need help from you guys. So if you know somebody is here, right, we like to play, which Nick and Bob, kind of Nick started. Nick wanders with the camera, one of the best in the business, I'm not going to lie, but we get to play the in-your-face game, right? Deep thoughts by the crowd, as you'll see Nick will get working it here. And, you know, Bob and Nick, I got to mention that after the game on Thursday, there was just some people. Oh, look at those bad gentlemen there from Elk Mound. There were just some people that might have approached me and said, hey, you know, enough's enough with us here, you know, in a joking manner. And I just took it as we got to get more in your face, right? So obviously the Jensens have been victims here the past few times, obviously picking on Matt there a little bit, and we got in tune with. And Walter was actually watching us while that was happening, so that's always fun too. So yeah, seriously, if you're watching and you want us to zoom in, it could be anybody, right? And we have a lot to choose from, right? As we get deeper into the playoffs, we get more and more people coming to watch. So yeah, if you know someone's here and you're not, and you want to go, you know, in your face, deep thoughts, as, I mean, that guy, listen, you don't have to wear volleyball gear to come to a volleyball game. You could have your football gear on. Yeah, he's on his phone. He's on his phone. Yes, we appreciate number 8 there, the stands of Elk Mound, wearing a helmet. Absolutely. So yeah, please chime in with any comments you want there, because we'll be kind of zooming around as we go here in between sets. Obviously, we got commercial breaks, that sort of thing. You guys know the routine, but it's definitely going to be an exciting night here in Grantsburg. And just looking on the sheet here, not to put the cart in front of the horse type of thing, but you know, we talked about a Thursday night. So if Grantsburg is able to take care of business, right, we're not looking down the road, you know, past Elk Mound here, as the girls are warming up and hitting pretty good. But I see in the next division or ranking below us is we have Unity playing Bloomer. So things could get interesting. We talked about there could be, hi, how you doing, how you've been, between Grantsburg and Unity. But like I said, not to get too excited on ourselves. We got to take care of Elk Mound here. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, Bob, Nick, I think the way it's looking, I mean, I don't think it's going to be a 3-and-out. That's my prediction. But we'll see how the girls can handle it here. I
don't know a ton about Elk Mound at the moment, but I know that the way Grantsburg was playing to finish this season, the last game against St. Louis, like you said, a little sloppy, but they played really well down the stretch. If they can recapture that, and again, Elk Mound might be fantastic and coming here to shock the world, but I really like the way Grantsburg was playing down the stretch.
Yeah, if we, like you mentioned, Bob, coming towards the end, and you know, for me it was right before the Webster game came about, because, you know, I'm not going to lie, I mean, being up in Webster, watching Webster and how Webster was able to take care of business, I was a little concerned about when Webster came here, but, you know, Grantsburg played great. You know, Webster struggled a little bit, and it just seems like from that, it looked like Grantsburg never looked back. They just kind of dug in and got going here. So we are going to get ready to do the national anthem here. As always, where it looks like Renee Ringo will lead us off in that, and then we will do the starting lineups. Another fine job there by Renee Ringo for sure, and we will get started here real shortly as we will do the starting lineups for Elk Mound first and then obviously Grantsburg. So nothing's going to change with Grantsburg. Deb's been pretty solid with her starting lineup, and no reason to change it now. Like I said, we'll see how Elk Mound comes out. Strong hitters, the way it looked in warm-ups here from the Mounders, and we'll just see how Grantsburg could do it. Hopefully we have brought the blocking game here tonight, right? We're looking for a blockathon. We haven't had one here. I mean, Amory was starting to flirt with it a little bit on Thursday, but we're needing to see what Grantsburg can do here.
That number 8 with the helmet, that's Cheng. I didn't recognize him from this far away. He's the voice of Elk Mound. He is phenomenal. He loves sports and high school sports. I see him from time to time out and about. So shout out to Cheng. Thanks to Chad and is it Kastanigan, perhaps?
Nice job. We're glad he's here as number 1, Taylor Ferneck. And then we have number 2, J.C. Raven. And then we'll have number 7, Kendra Garnett. And then we'll have number 10, Lauren Gabert. And then we'll have number 11, Lofton Ah. And number 13, Anna Heath. And then libero number 5, Miley Carlton. That will be your starters here for Elk Mound. And yes, we are glad that the voice of Elk Mound is with us as we have number 4, Sayla Perzinski. And then we will go number 7, Meg Harmon. And then we are going to go number 9, Piper Olson. And then we will take 13, Ruby Ringo. And then we will take 22, Lily Henderson. And then we'll go 23, Nora Bieland. And then we're going to take number 11, the libero, Eden Berkman. And it looks like the squad tonight is Black Ninja Night. That's what we'll call it, right? The Grantsburg fan base is going blackout, but we're going to call it Black Ninja Night here. I thought I saw a little bit of a kick out there, and we are just moments away of Saturday night regional matchup here right now. Just starting to get the tingles, Nick. We'll see how this goes here. No, I don't have gas. It just tingles, right? Like, wasn't thinking about volleyball all day, but now that we're here, now that the gang is back on a short time off here, we'll see how it goes. As the girls of Grantsburg, from my perspective, looking to clean things up here from Thursday night, but they definitely have it in them. You heard Bob mention earlier, they come into the end of season not stumbling, not staggering, but they were running, and we'll see how they can handle the Mounders here right now as we're getting our sheets taken care of, and the old substitution there with Ringo and Berkman, and yep, there's a ball right there. Oh, Mike Myers has a night off. I did see him earlier. And Meg Harmon will get us going here tonight. So Meg waiting for the whistle. Man on the floor says, hold up. Hold up. I see Mr. Hartke's in the stands. We'll revisit that here a little bit later. And the whistle has been blown, and there's Meg Harmon sending one over. And now number 1, Fernack, has to come get it, and here comes number 11, Ah, and Ah goes long with it right out of the gate. So Harmon will get another turn at the serving station here. She sends one over. Now here comes Fernack, and they get it in the middle to Raven. And now here comes Brzezinski on the outside, partially blocked, and it falls and hits the hardwood floor. And you saw Brzezinski kind of in that swan-like motion, and if she gets that timing down right, like I mentioned earlier before, she's done well hitting on the outside, and Harmon will send another one over. And here comes Fernack coming in on the near side to Ah, and Ah able to knock one down in front of Berkman. And back to serve is number 1, Taylor Fernack. And she'll go into the net right away. That's something that Coach Grimm does not want to see right out of the gate here. I like it right away. Coach Grimm up on his feet, right? Could be nerves, could be anything, but it's Henderson. She'll send one over. And then we have ourselves a collision, but number 5, yeah, and they're calling it a 4-banger. They're calling it off the arms, in the chest, loop-de-loops, and we cannot do that, as we saw Miley Carlton try to hit one over, but it was too late. She was on number 4. And Henderson will send another one over, and that is no. We appreciate everybody that officiates and line judges here for these games. They're hard to find. And, oh, yeah. Okay, right out of the gate as sends one over. Bielen. Harmon has to hunt it down. Who's going to get it over? Przinski does. Now trying to give it to Fernicki. Now coming in on the backside to Gabbert. Now here comes Harmon. Harmon with Ringo! Want some, get some, need some on a Saturday night. I maybe shouldn't have kicked the wall there. Might have stubbed my toe. Oh, that was a good hit there by Ringo. Yeah. Where's the paperwork? As Carlton knocking one out of bounds there, and this is definitely a lot different than we seen Thursday night here. Like I said, Ringo had some good hits there, but she was going OB with them. As Przinski with the floater, able to get it over as Freneck. Now, nice set. Nice set there, going backside set there to number 10, Lauren Gabbert. Oh, man, yeah, that's seriously, there could be blood in the sock. I'm not going to lie to you. No, we're good. Good announcers fight through. Oh, what is going on here? We got ourselves a challenge. We got, and they're going to give it to Grantsburg. They said there was too much fishery going on in the net there, Bob. I don't know. I mean, Gabbert was in the net, under the net, but I was impressed by the set as Przinski fires a rocket over, and now Fernack gets it over to and Ruby has it caught up in her hands, and yeah, I was just amazed by we haven't seen a good backwards set like that as Fernack put on there, as Grantsburg up on top 7-3, as number 15 Ella DeMille will come in to serve. And she'll fire a good one over. Przinski backpedaling, and then Avery Kwolek's in as Harmon into the net. Yeah, I'm not sure on that here.
Spinning, trying to hit it like that, maybe better off just setting it deep.
Right, yeah, exactly. Przinski pops it up. Kwolek now on the outside to Bielen. Bielen fires one. And is getting one off the hands of Kendra Garnett as she goes out of bounds with it. Oh, yeah, we're getting the feeling back in the toe now. Here we go. We're back. And as we will see Presley Olson coming in along with Kaylee Moore to serve, and Moore waiting for the whistle. And she sends one over. And Carlton, and Fernack has to hunt it down. Can they get it over here? They do. Grantsburg's going to get one to work with here. And there's Ringo putting one down on Fernack.
Timing has been really good in the middle tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't, I'll be honest with you, and for you Ruby Ringo fans, it's not being mean to her, but this is the strongest we've seen Ruby come out of the gate here in a while. Now here's Fernack going over to, and Lauren Gabbert trying to put one over, and timeout is called by Ryan Grimm. And Grantsburg Pirates coming out here tonight. Like I said, Ruby's strong hitter. We saw Thursday night, she'd put them big hits down, but they were going out of bounds. And we will take a quick commercial break. just like, when we get in these breaks here, we can have a discussion. Yep, absolutely. All right, folks, coming out of the break there, we talked about right before we went there, Ruby Ringo, and Nick brought up a good point too, something that we kind of lost a little bit on Thursday is the passing up to the servers is looking good. Looking good. We're getting some nice crisp passes there. I mean, obviously there was a couple that kind of went a little wonky on us, but you get a good pass and them setters can anchor in and make a good set as Moore sends one over. And number 8 there, Wolf, popping it up. Now here comes Moore. Going, that was not planned, but sometimes unexpected plans can surprise us. As we saw Kaylee Moore try to go near side to Olsen, did not work, landed over, and Moore will send another one over. Now here comes Fernack. She's going to go on the outside to Lauren again. Lauren with the left hand. Now Moore hunted down. We got to hit it over here. Przinski, mid-range swing. Popped up there by Carlton. Now here blocked at the net there, but Elk Mound able to get it back. Now here comes Ringo. And Ringo able to power one through. As we saw Anna Heath knocking one over on Grantsburg there, but Ringo able to show the strength there. And Kaylee putting one into the net. You could almost kind of see it there, the aggression she put in on that serve. Sometimes we just got to kind of stick with what's working, but Grantsburg looking good here in the first set as we will have number 10, Lauren Gabbard, back to serve. She does that. More. Now here comes the Ringo, and Ringo into the net. Yeah. I'm going to be honest. It's not Ringo's strong suit on the outside there. Like I said, she can make that hit, but she does like it in the middle here as Lauren sends one over. And now Przinski to Moore. Now Moore going top side to Olsen. Olsen firing one down. Popped up there by the Mounders. Now here comes number 7. Kendra Garnett, and she's able to find the area of hardwood that's going to score. And Lauren back to serve it here once again, 12-7, as the Mounders are pecking their way here a little bit. She sends one over. A little bit of confusion there, but Grantsburg's able to get it going. And Ringo pounding another one down. Eventually, I can see the Elk Mound. You come this far, I can see him putting on the block party there, but as long as Ringo's able to get one through there for the point, we'll take it. As we sit 13-7 and Ringo firing. We do not need to give points like that. All right, come on, ladies. Fire them up here. Ringo going out into the commons. Yeah, and number 7, Kendra Garnett, will be back to serve it here for the Mounders. And she'll send one over. Przinski popping one up to Moore. Moore going right over to Lily Henderson. And Henderson putting one down. That was a good set there by Kaylee Moore. And usually we've seen Henderson be dominant in the middle, but she was able to come in on the outside there and put one down, and Nora Bielen will be back to serve it here for the Pirates. She sends one over. Kind of flat tired there a little bit there by Garnett, but the Mounders able to get it over. Moore sets in. Now Moore coming near side to Olsen. And Olsen will put one down. And watch out, she's swinging her arm. We don't want to knock our teammates out here. Just stay strong, stay fired up. We got 2 more sets to go after this if we take this one. Here we go, ladies. But that's a good hit there by Presley Olsen.
Pirates look a lot more put together than they did 2 nights ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Now here come the Mounders coming in off the outside as Wolf, and now here comes Brzezinski with the swing. Good dig out there by Carlton. Now here comes Freneck. Now they're floating one over there is Garnett. Now here comes on the outside of Brzezinski, and Brzezinski will say, yes, baby, look at that line. I'm going to put it right there. And Bielen will stay on the serving station here, and Grantsburg looking a lot more crisp here in set 1. Bielen sending one over. Mounders, as able to get it over, and Henderson floats one over. Frenack's right there, and here comes Now we got to hit it over here, and number 7, Garnett does. Now Moore coming in on the near side back to Olsen, and Olsen able to put one down. And they're going to call the Mounders into the net. And that would be was into Lofton, they're saying was in the net.
Elk Mound having a hard time getting in the system. They're not getting good hits on the ball, whereas Grantsburg is really putting the pressure on starting with good passing.
Absolutely. Here comes Fernack with a left-handed over, but Henderson's right there, and Lely Henderson says, not tonight. Not tonight, Bob and Nick. And as Grantsburg sits 18-8 here in the regional in the first set, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves by any means, and we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Whether you're soaking in a warm summer evening, relaxing at home with a family, or putting in a hard day's work, no matter how you internet, Grantsburg Telecom has you covered. Grantsburg Telecom is proud to deliver the area's fastest Wi-Fi ever offered, meaning whether you work from home or manage a local business with cloud-based systems and real-time data, you can relax knowing that our secure, reliable fiber-first network will be there for you. Visit GrantsburgTelecom.net/fiber to learn more today.
All right, folks, like I said, Grantsburg looking a lot sharper. Not as messy as they did so far here in set one. They're definitely looking like the team we saw coming into the playoff season. The Mounders, like I said, they have the athleticism on their team, but like Bob mentioned, they're just kind of a little bit out of sorts trying to get in rhythm here. Like I said, they're getting a couple bad passes, and then it's really taking them time to adjust. As Bielen, she'll send one over. Popped up there by Garnett. Now here comes Fernack, and she fires it over to Heath, and Heath is able to knock one over, and the Mounders are going to need to get something going, and maybe that's it for them here as they have themselves a 9-point deficit sitting on 18-9 as Bielen will come out and Patton will come in, and Miley Carlton will be back to serve it here. She sends one over. Patton digging it up. Oh, Przinski and Moore kind of wondering who's going to get it. Olsen hits it over. Now Carlton to Fernack. Now coming in over to Lauren, and she gets it over. Patton. Now Moore, good hustle. We got to get it over here. Who's calling for it? Who wants it? Henderson and Patton went for it. Now here comes Fernack over to and able to power one down.
Great effort by Haley coming into her own bench, but Elk Mound out of the timeout, 2 in a row.
Yeah. Like I said, the setter, or I'm sorry, Little Barrel took over the timeout. Oh, good hustle there by Moore again, but Grantsburg now looking out of sorts as here comes Fernack. Now she's going in the middle to number I can't see it. Oh, number 2, Raven. And here comes Przinski, and Przinski getting going backside. Raven had a good hit there, but Patton able to dig it out in the back. And we will see Harmon coming in for Olsen and Piper Olsen coming in for Moore. And Meg Harmon will be back to serve as Grantsburg sitting 19-10 here. And she sends a good one over. And here comes Fernack, and all of a sudden going right back in there to number 7, Garnett. Good hustle by Harmon. Berkman calls for it, gets it over. There's Fernack, who's she coming in over here to and firing one down and getting Berkman going OB. And that's something the Mounders are looking for here, is that's a couple now from Lofton on the near side. As we will have Taylor Fernack back to serve it here for the Mounders. She sends one over. Henderson, she's going the wrong way with it. Patton's right there. We got to get it over here. Przinski does. The Mounders are going to get one to work with. Here comes Fernack. She's going to go on the outside to Lauren. Lauren's blocked. Now we're coming right back to And blocked, but the Mounders are still there. And here comes again with the floater. And Patton coming flying out of the parking lot. And now here comes number 7, Garnett, and now here comes Harmon. Henderson floating one over. Carlton right there. Now Fernack, who's she going to go to on the top side to Lauren? Oh, and Berkman just swats at it. Now Przinski's in a good swing right there. And Carlton, now who wants it? Number 7, Garnett. Now coming back over to and is going OB. Oh, and we got ourselves the tip. The tip meter has maxed out. As I'm not going to disagree with that, I was more paying attention to see if it was going to go OB.
On the replay, it does look like Grantsburg got a piece.
Yep, got a piece here, 19-12 now. Remember, it was a 9-point deficit. Cut down by 7 as Przinski. Oh, that was feed material there as Fernack now going into Raven. And Raven able to knock one over.
Deb's going to need to get a timeout here.
Yeah. Deb still sit. Deb's still sitting here. She's letting the girls play 19-13. Down by 6 now in set 1. Like I said, nobody was rolling over easy here tonight. I know the Mounders struggle a little bit, but they're starting to put it together now as Fernack hits one over. And Przinski going OB. Are we going to get it now? Are we going to get it now? No, she's going to let them play. We can't go on too much longer here. Girls got to get their wits about them because the Mounders, this is probably why they're here right now, is they're able to recover if things are not going so good. As Fernack sending one over. Przinski. Harmon's got to hunt it down. Now Henderson. She was not even in position there. And there's the timeout right now. And as the Mounders are jacked up as they should be, cutting this deficit down to 4, we are going to go to commercial break. All right, folks, here we go. We're Pirates trying to get fired up. And the one thing Bob mentioned about in the timeout from before from the Mounders, obviously the Pirates taking this timeout, is Ryan Grimm. He's letting the girls say what they need to say, and we've definitely seen a lot of vocalization out of Miley Carlton in the timeout. As Fernack sends one over. Przinski, now Harmon, now coming over to Olsen. Olsen gets it over. Fernack's right there. Now Carlton, who's she going to go to on the outside? Gabbard. And Gabbard has it blocked back, and now here coming over here to Ah. And Ah is OB. Wow, this is what Grantsburg's going to need to get going. We can't, like Bob mentioned, there was a dead zone that Elk Mound had found. You know, it's kind of like a fishing on a hot spot. Once it's there, you keep going. There's Henderson, hits it over to Carlton. Now Fernack, who's she going to go with? She's coming to Lauren in on, or Gavitt on this side, and there's confusion right there. Another collision. We can't be doing that. The demo was a couple months ago. Now here comes Fernack, coming over to Ah. And Ah putting one down, and Patton getting a piece of it. But Lofton Ah on this near side, you could see the Mounders wanting to go to her. Rightfully so. She's scoring a few points here, and she will be back to serve as Elk Mound only down by 4. And firing one over. Berkman popping one up to Harmon. Now here comes Ringo. Ringo firing it through, but the Mounders are there. Now here comes Gabbard on the outside with a two-hand push. Piper's right there. Now Harmon going pushing it right back up to Przinski. Przinski getting it off the Mounders' hands, but Ah's right there. A little bit of confusion, flat tire, as Carlton gets it over. And there's Ringo. And we kind of did the peekaboo play there a little bit, right? Who's going to hit it, Olsen or Ringo? Ringo got a piece of it there, and it went out of bounds off the Mounders as we are now sitting 21-16.
That kind of thing keeps the defense honest, and you don't know where that's going to go. It spreads them out, and then a quick set to the middle, and that's been working really well for Grantsburg.
Yeah, it's like sometimes they go to it and sometimes they get away from it as oh my God. Now is not the time to go net party, that is for sure.
Well, the Pirates still, they're 4 away from winning, 4 away from the Mounders, so in a good spot, but it's been a little janky down the
Yeah, I know, and I noticed Nick's giving me extra room here tonight, and I appreciate that. As number 15, Ella DeMel, and now here Przinski has hit it over as the Mounders are going to get one here, as now Fernack is going right on that top side to Lauren. And Lauren Gabbard putting one down, 21-18.
Well, on that one, that was an easy play for Elk Mound because Grantsburg with the free ball over put it right in the middle, like a very easy play.
Yeah,
we're any pressure on Elk Mound.
Coming out of that timeout, we have not been able to get anything going. Wallach has to fight it through the net. Now here come the Mounders. Here comes Gabbard again. Floats one over. Przinski's right there. Now here comes Kwolek giving it to Ringo. And Ringo did not get the set she wanted. You could see that because Ringo's in the mood that she wants to swing, but she's able to float one over, and it finds the hardwood floor as we sit 22-18, and we will see Kaylee Moore coming in to serve. And Presley Olsen coming in, and we see a few substitution as Raven coming back in for the Mounders along with Miley Carlton. Moore sends one over. Oh! Hi! Who wants to hit it? No, you? No, me? No, you? No, no? Guess what? Hits the floor. 23-18. Boy, if we can get a couple more of them, I'll feel a little bit better about this set one here. Moore sends one over. Dug up there by the Mounders. Now here comes big swing there by number 7, Garnett. Now here comes Bielen. Bielen with the swing. Good pop up there by number 8, Wolf. And now here comes Brzezinski to Moore. Who does Moore want? Oh, Ringo! My goodness, electrifying. And Bob, I'm just going to go out here. This is the best I've seen Ruby Ringo play all season, right now.
Sets have been on point, right on time, but it all starts at the pass. Really good passing from Grantsburg.
Absolutely. And here we setting on set point. That's Fernack. Now going on the outside to Gabbard. And Gabbard able to get one off of Olson. And the Mounders are still hanging in here. Down by 6. Okay, I think the girls might have been still reeling on the Ringo hit there as Bielen pops it up to Moore. Now Moore coming right back to Ringo. Ringo with the floater. But Carlton right there. Now oh, good job right in the lap there. Nice job there by Garnett. And the Mounders still sticking with it here as Lauren Gabbard back to serve. And we got a man on the floor time as Berkman tying her shoes.
Give her some Velcro.
Yeah. All right, as we settle in. Gabbard has her whistle. Sends one over. Berkman to Moore. Now Moore going right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, listen. Ringo's been hitting good here, but yeah, if that's a tough one to make, we just need one. We just need one here as the Mounders are creeping into this. Brzezinski now to Moore. Now coming right to Ringo, and Ringo putting one down, but the Mounders right there. Now here comes number 13, Heath. Now who we're going to get here? Olson. Olson blocked at the net, and Bielen not able to take it out of the net. And here we sit, 24-22, and timeout is called by Deb Johnson. You got to remember that the Mounders were down 24-19. 24-19. Well, you want to go back even further, 18-8, absolutely. Well, I just feel like Grantsburg's playing well, but on big plays, they kind of...
It's inconsistent.
Right.
Like, they'll have those great pass set spikes, and when they get in the system, they're dynamite, but if they're going to give a free ball back to Elk Mound, they've got to make them work it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't ride on a few extra points on something you did a few plays ago. You can't do that, right? The play's over. We got to move on. This Elk Mound team has showed us enough in this first set that they're not going away. It don't matter what the score is. Bob mentioned 18-8, and now we sit 24-22 as Gabbard sends one over. Bielen right there. Now here comes Moore. Moore going over to Olson. Olson fires it over. Gabbard's right there. Now here comes Fernack. Fernack's going over to Garnett and gets Garnett in the face. Oh, but we're in the net. Yeah, this could be, yeah, we're not going to get too crazy here, but right now, Gabbard's trying to tie it up here. Bielen now to Moore. Moore going to Ringo. Ringo with the hit, and oh my goodness, how to get away with that one. But Grantsburg fans and the Grantsburg team, we cannot dwell on this victory of set one too long. We saw what the Mounders did here. Now, I'm pretty sure Coach Grimm is not going to come out in set two and kind of lay flat. You saw the momentum of what the Mounders were doing there. I mean, they almost took that one. And in some cases, the Mounders felt like they should have, the way Grantsburg was playing. But we're going into set two. Grantsburg needed what they needed to do and escape with that one. And we're going to take a quick break.
At Burnett Medical Center, we understand that urology concerns can feel overwhelming. That's why we offer advanced surgical care with a personal touch, right here in your community. From kidney stones to prostate health, we're here to provide clear answers, expert treatment, and compassionate care every step of the way. Together, we'll help you move forward with comfort and confidence.
Whether you're soaking in a warm summer evening, relaxing at home with a family, or putting in a hard day's work, no matter how you internet, Grantsburg Telecom has you covered. Grantsburg Telecom is proud to deliver the area's fastest Wi-Fi ever offered, meaning whether you work from home or manage a local business with cloud-based systems and real-time data, you can relax knowing that our secure, reliable fiber-first network will be there for you. Visit grantsburgtelecom.net/fiber to learn more today.
All right, folks. Yeah, and this is, little things, right? Little things as we go through the game here. So Bob mentioned something coming right out of the commercial break. I don't think we've done it at all this season in this gym.
Hold up 1 second. There is Josh Harkey, state qualified cross country.
Harkey!
And he is walking into the gym. Congratulations to Josh, finishing 5th.
Yeah, with a time of 17:27.
Woo, very good. Is he watching his highlights?
Yeah.
With Dane? All right.
It's Harkey
Sorry, I didn't
time.
mean to cut you off. But
No, that's all right. That's all right.
Stadium.
You got to give credit where credit's due, and Josh Harkey running his tail off to make his way down to Wisconsin Rapids here on November 1st.
How he was late for the game, nobody knows, but it's okay. I don't
No,
know if he
yeah.
actually
Who knows?
was. He wasn't? Oh, okay.
But
Congratulations, Josh.
one of the things I want to mention here is Grantsburg hasn't done this all season, playing in this gym, and you hope it's not the little things, but you see that we've had to switch sides, right? We've had to switch sides, so the Mounders are playing on the side that we're used to seeing Grantsburg play, as now Grantsburg is on what we're used to being the visiting team side. So we'll see how Grantsburg comes out and plays this one. Obviously, they practice in here every day, but you never know. Could be just these little things sometimes. As Nick is still zooming on the man with the glasses.
He zoomed in on Abby, too, who is special friends over there.
Oh, special friendships. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice that Harkey could be with his special friend on a state run. Yeah, absolutely. Father Nick will stay quiet there, but I do definitely like the.
Wanted to zoom in to make sure there was no shenanigans.
Yeah, no shenanigans, especially on Blackout Ninja Night here. Absolutely. We don't want to make sure no craziness occurs. Saturday night, don't have to worry about school, getting up, going to school. Don't have to worry about it.
Josh is a good one. He's a good egg.
Yeah, I've always liked the style. I mean, the sunglasses, what does it mean? Here we go. And Eden Berkman is struggling with her shoe tying capabilities. Loop, swoop, and pull. Loop, swoop, and pull. Right? Or,
This would be interesting, too, because well, go ahead and do this.
All right, Fernack fires one over. And now here comes Harmon, bringing it over here on Olsen's side. And Olsen knocking one down. And they're giving the point to Grantsburg. Oh, they're saying that we were over the net, or the Mounders were over the net.
Tight call.
That is a tight call. We've seen some half bodies extension over as Henderson sends one over. Now here comes Fernack and giving it to Lauren on the outside. And flat tire, not able to move the legs at all from Henderson.
So just to finish up, now the student section is with Elk Mound, which is different. We'll see how the student section.
Wow, and it's throwing them off too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. As will send a good one over. Bielen popping it up. Harmon with that one-hander we talked about so much. And now here comes Fernack. And now she's going on the outside to Garnett. Garnett with the grab and throw. Able to put one down. So Lofton still back to serve, or will be serving here for the Mounders.
She's really good.
And she sends a good one over. Berkman skyrockets. Oz got to get it. Does. Uh-oh, feed time.
Oh.
No. You were served supper at the net. And Grantsburg's in the net, and they're down early, 3-1. I know it's early in set 2 as fires one. Oh, Przynski not moving the bottom half, and who's going to get it? And Grantsburg is out of rhythm bad here right now. Can the Mounders take advantage of it? Good block there by Olsen and Ringel. Now here comes Garnett. She's blocked again there. And Ringo able to get the block put back. But Grantsburg has to get in rhythm here right now. You saw what the Mounders did in the first set, right? Being down 18-8 and making a set out of it. Only losing 25-23. And Przinski will be back to serve it here. She floats one over. And Wolf pops it up to Fernack. Now coming over to Gabbard. Now Berkman. Here's Harmon. Harmon, who does she want? She wants Ringo. Ringo with the floater over. That's not Ringo's style, but she's able to score a few points off of it here.
Good adjustment.
Yeah, and that is a good adjustment because she was getting blocked at the net. I mean, it was falling on the Mounder's side. All right, Fernack, is she under that? No. Oh, but guess who is? Raven. Raven going underneath the net there as number 5, Carlton, having to make adjustments there, and now the Pirates taking the lead here early in set 2 as Przinski sending one. Popped up there by Wolf. Carlton has to get it. Now here comes Garnett, and Garnett will go along with it.
With the basketball net on that.
Yeah. Well, basketball is right around the corner as Przinski is getting ready to serve again. She sends one over. Wolf popping it up. Here comes Fernack. Who's she going to? She's going to Gabbard, but blocked there at the net by Ringo. Now here comes Garnett. And Garnett firing one into the net.
She's kind of moving backwards. You see that a lot when they have to kind of put a down ball over. If you're moving backwards, it makes it really tough.
Absolutely, and here comes Przinski with a slow floater. Carlton right there. Fernack going out to Garnett. And Przinski popping it up. Bielen popping it. Oh, how does she? Yeah, Bielen was underneath the net. I thought if that isn't good. Now it's right in front of the man on the floor. I mean, there's no way he could blow that call. I mean, Bielen's whole bottom half there as we'll see Kowalik coming in for Olsen. And we will see number 15, Ella DeMille, back here to serve it for the Mounders. Ella firing one into the net. That could have been a net tickler the whole way.
A couple millimeters away from being a devastating serve.
Yeah, now we'll have Moore. Moore will be back to serve it here. Yeah, I get so lost in translation with this weird dancing. As Moore now sends another good one over. Garnett, Fernack, now back to Garnett, and Garnett going long. Are they no tip? We're making sure no tip there. Pirates will get the point. OB from Garnett. Moore hustling back into her spot. Like I said, the Energizer Bunny. She has her whistle. She's already in motion when the whistle goes, and she goes long. Sometimes I think Moore rushes it, you know, because she was already in motion when the whistle happened there. I don't know.
She had a service error in the first one that was too long too, if I remember right.
Yeah, Bielen pops up to Moore. Moore now coming in on the near side to Olsen. Olsen has it partially blocked. Mounders right there. Good job there by Fernack to pop it up. Carlton getting it over. Now here comes Moore, giving it to Ringo. Ringo partially blocked at the net. The Mounders are still playing it. And there's a hit there by Garnett as Gabbard has to adjust to hit it over. Now Moore, who does she want? Oh, and Ringo has to go left hand, and they're going to call the Mounders in the net.
I just really like how quick it is. I mean, Grantsburg's doing well. It's quick pass, quick sets, and it doesn't let Elk Mound. I mean, the idea don't let them get into position very quickly or easily, and that's a good thing.
Berkman sending one over. Oh, and as Carlton going little kitty wampus there. Definitely seeing both sides, though, really not moving the bottom half as much. There's kind of more leaning out there. And not saying that's why Carlton did that, as Berkman sends another one over. And that time she readjusts, gets under that. And Fernack now going over to Garnett. Garnett able to put one down.
Look at the set.
Yeah, Fernack is a really good setter here.
That's right where it's got to be. And her back sets are...
Wow, that's what's impressive. She did that long one here in the first set. As we will see Garnett now serving it here for the Mounders, and she puts one in the net. So that's kind of been a slight tear in the Achilles heel there of the Mounders. We've seen a couple of that now. We've seen Ella do that, and then now we see Garnett as Bielen, she pops one over. Garnett popping it up. Now here comes Fernak going on the outside to Ah. And Ah blocked at the net there. Nice block there by Olsen and Henderson up at the net. Nora sending another good one over there. Now here comes Fernak going in the middle. And another block there by Henderson as Heath tried to hit it over. Now Bielen pushing it up to Moore. Now coming over here to Olsen, and Olsen firing it down. But Gabbert's right there. Now Garnett bringing it up to Ah. Ah's going to hit it over. Grantsburg's going to get one to work with here. And here it comes to Henderson. Henderson blocked at the net. She's able to fight through it. More little give. Little give and go. It was too much. It was too much. Przinski with the left hand. And it went OB as we will see Patton coming in for Bielen. And the Mounders getting it back as Carlton will be back to serve it. And she sends one over. Przinski now to Moore, going in on the outside to Olsen. Olsen with the swing, and she's able to knock it down. And I am starting to get a little frightened here a little bit when I see some of that out there.
Presley, just so much power. That time from the strong side or the right side.
Yeah, usually, you know, because we haven't seen the flip like this, she's usually a good hitter on this near side. Not saying that she wouldn't be over there.
That is her normal side. We're flipped around.
Yeah, there's so much flipping going on as Fernak over to Oz. Ah putting one down. Good dig there by Berkman. Harmon hunting it down. Now who's got to get it? Przinski does. No under the net call. Now here comes Fernak on a bit mid-range to Garnett. Now Harmon, who does she want this time? She's going to give it to Henderson. Henderson with the float, but Carlton's right there. And here comes, where is that? A little peek. And Henderson says, not tonight. Time of block 739 as the mid-range was coming there by Garrett. And here's Henderson, high wall Henderson. Whew, startled me a little bit there, Bob, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're just going to keep this going. So, you know, obviously the Pirates a little bit excited. Bob mentioned Olsen, some good hits there on the outside, which is her side, but right now we're in a motion of a flipper-flopper right here, see?
Maybe we should go to commercial, I don't know.
No, this is the greatest commercial here right now because everyone's excited, right? Colleen's excited.
Colleen's super excited.
Another nail biter, Colleen, absolutely. But Grantsburg needs to come out of this timeout not riding high on what they've done, right? Because we saw what the Mounders did in the first set. And we've seen how well that the Mounders have come out of these timeouts, you know, picking themselves back up and getting going again. So it's good to see the Pirate girls smiling, laughing, enjoying it here. But let's not get sitting on our heels here right now, right?
Really
Mounders
like
are
the
too
way
good.
Eden has been playing. She had a couple of really nice plays on that last point, but she's super solid and just a freshman.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean here, but she rightfully deserves to be the freshman on the squad here. She has brought life back into the back row as Fernak now coming in over to has to float it over. Harmon's right there. Now Olsen will swing, and now we're going to get up at the net. Here comes Garrett. And we're in the net. Boy, fishing is hot. We've had so many net calls as Przinski's pointing.
Came down on the net.
Okay, and we got debris on the floor. I just seen Tracy, too. We got to clean things up here. We just, Przinski picking up some debris as we sit 14-8, and Taylor Fernak will be one to send it over. Oh, nice swing. Now here comes Harmon. Harmon going on the top side to Henderson. Henderson putting it down, but Fernak's right there. Oh, we had ourselves a little confusion of who's going to get it. Now Gabbert. Now here comes Berkman. Bob mentioned her a little bit ago. Now Przinski with the swing! And Mrs. Chadwick, the ball was coming so fast, she didn't even get time to make the call there, Bob. I think she made the call with the non-flag hand.
She did.
Yeah, hey, Mrs. Chadwick, we applaud you for making that call, flag or no flag, as Gabbert's on the back of her heels, and now we got to hit it over here. Fernak does. Now Patton up to Harmon. Harmon now coming over to Ringo. Ringo has to readjust. Kind of a grab and throw. No call. All right. We've seen that before earlier in the season. Przinski getting a call on a few of them, but sometimes it's dicey. We've seen Elk Mound do it too, a little grab and throw. It's not dodgeball as we send it over. Oh, that is in. Yes! Yes. Back corner, yes. High, there you are. Nice job there by Lily Henderson.
On the screen it looks out, but in real time it looked in. So
Yeah, well.
Look into all us Grantsburg fans up here.
Yeah, we got the bird's eye view as Henderson sends one back over. Oh, a little bit of confusion there as fires one over and and an out call. Oh no, and Grimm is upset. Grimm is on his feet as Henderson wasted no time to send it over. Now here comes Freneck as Gabbard has to readjust. Harmon now up to Olson. Olson now giving it to Ringo. And Ringo, oh, good dig there. Is it in? Yes, it is. Przinski gets it. Now here comes Harmon to Ringo with the floater. Hardwood, Hardwood, Hardwood. There you are. There you are.
18-8 or 19-8 again. I feel like he's not going to do it after that emotional non-call that didn't go their way.
Yeah, well, you could see him reaming on this, but we talked about it before. 18-8 in the first set. Now we're 19-8. As a little tippy-tappy smacky right back in your face there. Nice job there by the Pirates.
I love it when you do 3 rounds.
Well, you know, it's just sometimes I like to read Dr. Seuss before I come here. You know.
All right, we'll take a quick
We're going to take a quick break.
We'll regroup too. Yeah, we have to.
My friends know me as Derek, but I'm also Master Sergeant Raxter. This is my life in the Air National Guard.
What? Eugene Henderson says, "Go girls."
Are we still on a commercial?
No, you're good.
Oh, here we go. All right, Mounders sending one over. Patton right there to Harmon. Now coming in on near side of Przinski, and Przinski firing one into the net. Grantsburg on top, 29 in set 2. Now, mind you, they took set 1. All right, they won set 1, 25-23. And Grantsburg is cruising here in set 2 as fires one over. Now here comes Harmon. Harmon coming over to Ringo. Ringo has to adjust a little bit. Oz right there. Oh, who's going to get it? Elk Mound was tangled up there. And the ball will be in the hands of Przinski as Bielin is running in to switch with Destiny. And we will see Przinski back to serve it here for the Pirates. Yeah, the Pirates 10 times better looking here tonight than they have the other night as they send one over. As Frenack trying to hit it out, and she can't as the pass from Carlton was a little deep. And Przinski will get another one as we sit 22-9, set 2, floats one over. Garnett up to Frenack. Frenack now going back to Garnett, and Garnett fires one. And, you know, and Bob mentioned it, there was a crucial call not too long ago, and the Mounders are having a tough time, you know, regrouping from that. They come out of the timeout here as we've seen a couple errors as Frenack now coming in as Gabbard has to hit it over. Now here comes Olson giving it to Ringo. Ringo dumping one over the net and pounded it on the floor that scores you points.
This is a dominating game.
Yeah, I tell you what, the Grantsburg Pirates on the other night was sloppy, but they have definitely tuned things up here so far in these first couple sets as Gabbard now hits it over. Berkman with the left hand. Now they get it up here. Who wants it? Olson does. Now here comes Frenack. She's going to come right in the middle to Raven. Now Olson, she'll just turn around and fire it back. Now here we go with Carlton, and then we're going to give it to go to Garnett and ride the tightrope as Carlton sends it over. Przinski's right there. Harmon has to hunt it down. Berkman's going to hit it over. The Mounders are going to get one to work with here if they can. Now they're going to go in on the near side to Gabbard, and that's blocked out of bounds. Yeah. You saw Gabbard coming in there on the two-hander. but the Pirates blocking out of bounds as Kowalik will go back in. As Grantsburg now is hitting on set point here, but it will be in the hands of the Mounders as we will see Ella DeMel coming back in to serve it. Now fires one over. There's Biel, and Kowalik's got to go hunt it down. She pops it up. Mid-range Przinski, she can do that there, and that is it. Ooh, that is in, and that'll do it for set 2. Well, the girls had no problem with the switcherooski.
Well, the up judge is saying that Grantsburg has to go all the way around. Is that what he's saying? Yep. Grantsburg has to go around the net. They're not used to switching sides, so they're not. Maybe do they do it in other places? This is somewhat.
Yeah,
bizarre.
I don't. We got half the girls. Yeah, this is half the girls are coming this way, half are going this way. But do they think that there's going to be a West Side Story brawl if
I know,
the girls
what do they
are
think's gonna
passing
happen
here?
Well,
Cat scratch fever. I don't know.
okay, we've got one more ad to do. Oh, there's Ian. All right, Ian. I think he just had a
Oh, look at
touch-
this.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick, can you get a heart symbol? Because guess what? Not only is Ian Berkman here enjoying this volleyball matchup coming from playing good football with Bethel, but he is with his special friend Noel
I
Dornick.
thought that was Noel. Another
Oh,
special
look,
friendship.
it's special friend night here in Grantsburg.
All right, it's definitely time to say thank
Yep,
you to
absolutely.
Burnett Medical Center. We'll go to the ortho one. That's about hearts, right?
I'm Dr. John Campa. I'm a board-certified orthopedic surgeon practicing general orthopedics here at Burnett Medical Center, and I've been practicing for 9 years. We do a lot of surgeries of the hand, such as carpal tunnel surgery, trigger finger releases, mass excisions. We treat a lot of fractures, both operative and non-operative, hip and knee replacement as well. Patients want quality care and they want it close to home. Fortunately, we can provide that right here at Burnett Medical Center.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at, he's on his phone. That's a running joke. Pat is on his phone. Adam should clip that. There.
Oh, see, hey, see, we talked about doing different things. Ricky Anderson just asked if we could get a discount.
Okay, there's. All right, there's Paul and Yvonne. Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
this is their,
Longtime special friend.
yeah, this. Oh, yes, it is special friend night here in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Oh, Paul and Yvonne, they might be
Hold
the
on,
long.
there they are. They see us. They know.
Yeah, they
Paul's
might
looking
be
right
they might be the longest tenure. Yeah, they might be the longest tenure special friends tonight. Yeah, they're special
Come
friends.
on, look up here. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, don't be
they
bashful.
all know. There's
Yvonne.
Kara.
Yeah,
Hi, Kara.
don't be bashful
They'll
here.
acknowledge. Okay.
Yeah, look at that there. Good, nice work.
They're all smiling now.
Yeah, they're having a good time. And why not? We're up 2 sets to nothing.
Oh, I gotta. Oh my gosh, I gotta.
What are you doing over there? Are we even on? Dead air this whole time? Okay, good. Yeah, Ricky Anderson. We talked about the Kiss Cam there during special. If we get funded, if we get sponsored by Dude Wipes, then we'll look into it for
Do
sure.
you have more special friends? What do you have?
Yeah, do you got more
Oh,
special?
man.
All right, we'll be back with more special friendship here as that is out as Harmon starting off set 3 hits that one out here. It's Black Ninja Special Friend Night tonight. Yes, one of my favorite nights here in Grantsburg as number 1 Taylor Fanack is back to serve it here for the Mounders as Henderson. Oh, my goodness, and there's Przinski mid-range, but she does a floater. Hello, hardwood floor. Here is the ball. Yes, and now Grantsburg will get the ball back. And I thought, and this set ain't over yet. I thought maybe we get some extras. We'll see what happens here. But Grantsburg is riding high.
Oh, that was out.
Oh, that goes. Well, it's out now.
It's out now.
Yeah, it's out now as Garnett went for it.
Yeah, I have an update. The Unity Bloomer match is tied at 1. Of course, the winner of this one plays the winner of that one.
All right, well, we'll keep a good eye on that as Fernak coming over here to Lauren, and now here comes Olson going to Ringo. Ringo powers one through the Mounders. Yeah, so Bob mentioned tied 1 apiece. We'll try to keep you updated on that because obviously the winner of this plays the winner of that. And here comes Henderson sending it over. Now here comes Fernak. Who does she want? She wants with the floater. Olson's right there. Now Harmon. Who's she going to give it to? Brzezinski. Brzezinski with the swing, and Brzezinski will put it down. And the Mounders down 4-1 here. And like I said, 2 sets. Grantsburg got the first 2 as Henderson sets one over. Garnett now up to Fernak. Now here comes floats it over. Oh, Meg Harmon with the one hand. I mean, if they got one hand. Do you think when a special play like that happens and then it doesn't follow through that Meg Harmon's like, thanks so much, Sela? No, not tonight. They're good friendship here. Good teammates. As Lofton will be back to send one over, and she does. Berkman pops it up. Harmon has to get it. Now Brzezinski's got to hit it over. Now working it up to Fernak. Now here comes in the middle to Raven. Now Harmon. Who does she want? Olson. Olson's going to give it to Brzezinski. Brzezinski off balance. The Mounders are close to the net. Good job there. Oh, there's a feed. There's a feed.
Oh, why'd they call it? A lift.
Oh, a lift assist. Dang it. All right.
Caught it here. Oh, I don't know. Wow, that was close.
Yeah, well, we've had some questionable calls here all night as will fire one into the net.
The ball knows, Nick. You just say that when stuff like that happens. The ball doesn't know. It's just an inanimate object.
Well, it could be Wilson, right? It could be
Wilson.
As Brzezinski is back to serve it here for the Pirates. She sends one over. Oh, and a flat tire if I've ever seen by Wolf. Wolf tried to pop it up, but it actually went reverse mechanism and went down, and Brzezinski's going to get another one as Grantsburg sits on 6-3 and fires a good one over the net. Now here comes Fernak going into, we get it blocked at the net as Lauren tried to hit it over, and now Carlton coming in on this side to Garnett. Now Garnett pops it, Berkman. Now here comes Bielen. Bielen fires it over. Fernak's right there. Now Wolf pops it up. Now here comes Garnett. Berkman. Good pass up to Harmon. Who does Harmon want? Give it to the Louisville Slugger! I just been waiting for Piper Olson to pop one here. It's been a while since we called Louisville Slugger up, but there it was
why do you
right
call her
there.
That?
Huh, I wonder why. She might have signed with somebody special here. So here we go, firing one over. Now coming on over to the Pirates side, Harmon popping it up, and there's Olson. Bielen's got to hit it over. She does. Now Fernak giving it to Carlton. Now we're going to come right over to Garnett. And Garnett able to put one down. And we will see Koala come in for the signing of Louisville. As those of you who don't know, that's where Piper Olson will be going to fire a few softball pitches. And now to serve is Ella DeMel. Ella sending one over. Oh, Brzezinski backpedaling. Berkman. Oh! Yeah, I was trying to see who was actually in the play there. I think Deb got in on there a little bit.
Yeah, she was close.
Yeah.
She was upset, not upset, but that one was probably out.
Yep, it was an OUT for sure. As Ella sends another good one over. Oh, and she...
that would have been close.
Oh, no. That one was out. So Deb was hollering out, and then Brzezinski hit it, or Meg hit it, and she's like, good job. Because I think that one would have hit the floor inside the box.
I do, too.
Ella sending another one over. Berkman now up to Koala. Koala giving it to Ringo. Ringo putting one over. Now here comes... Whoa!
Oh, that got real big.
Well, folks, what you don't know is during warm-ups, as we were getting ready up here, we did have a ball come flying up here and hit the glass.
What do you think? We're about 16 feet off the floor?
We've never had that before. No.
Never, especially in warm-ups.
Well, they might have watched some previous WeRs and got upset.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
It was right at you.
It was when I was.
It could have been a message sent.
It was. Well, message was sent and read as Kaylee Moore. That's number 3. That's number 3, as she was.
It could be because she's dating a Webster kid.
Absolutely. Here we go. Lawrence sends one over. Now here comes more coming down the back. Oh, Ringo with the left hand, kind of like a Statue of Liberty move there. And now who's going to get it here? Garnett. Berkman, good pop up there. Oh, that would have been out, but the Mounders saved us on that one, Garnett. Now here we go. Mort and Ringo are colliding at the net. Now here comes Fernet, giving it to number 13, Heath. And Heath putting one down.
Ruby and Kaylee collided there, but Ruby didn't have anywhere to go. She was trying to just get to the middle, and the ball just kind of was in a bad spot for her.
No, and then when they stand next to one another, it looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito for sure.
There's the devastation.
Yes. $20 if you can do that again. We have it.
Elk Mound with the lead now.
Yeah, Elk Mound is with the lead here. I think we need to get back on track here too. We're getting a little goofy with the Pirates, and then we got to try to get locked in here. Now more going in on the outside to Olsen. Olsen with the swat, and that's out of bounds. And the Mounders now putting something together here. And it will be Gabbard still back to serve. Sends it over. Now here comes Moore. Moore now going right back to Bielen. And Bielen able to knock it off the Mounders. So the Pirates will get it back. And it looks like it'll be Eden Berkman back to serve it here.
Good swing by Nora on that one. That first rotation there where Presley's on the other side and Ruby's on this side. That doesn't work as well as when they get into position.
Yeah. Big hit there by Heath. Heath putting one down.
Sorry, they have to do that on that first serve, and then they get into position where Presley comes to the right side, and that's a really strong rotation.
Yeah, and we have Garnett back to serve it here for the Mounders. Substitution has occurred. And Garnett sending one over. Krasinski popping it up to Moore. Moore, bag of tricks, but Garnett's right there. Heath popping it up. And Oz going to hit one over here, kind of flat tire. Moore sends it back over again. Now here comes Ferneck. She's going right back to Heath. Heath blocked at the net. And
it'll be Grantsburg's ball.
Yeah, I watched the Mounders. They wanted a net call, and it looks like the man on the ladder was calling a lift.
Yeah.
Either way, Bielen is back to serve it here for the Pirates as they send one over. Garnett to Fernack. Now coming in over here to And with Berkman. Somebody's getting fed right there. Ah's right there. And that is in. Nice job there by Fernack. And we'll see Raven coming in as Heath goes out. And the Mounders sitting on a 12-10 lead here. And it'll be Carlton back to serve it here for the Mounders, and she sends one over. Henderson to Moore. Now Moore going right over to Przinski. Przinski with the floater. Lauren coming flying in. Here comes Fernack coming over to And putting one down. Yeah, I'm telling you what, Lofton has had some law moments here with some big hits. Lofton a senior of this Mounder squad as Carlton sends one over.
She was smiling when she sent that.
Yeah. There comes Carlton popping it up. Now going mid-range is Garnett. Garnett puts one into the net. Grantsburg will get the ball back. And we'll see Harmon coming in to serve it here for the Pirates.
Elk Mound really playing well in an elimination game. I mean, this is it if they lose this one.
Harmon sends it over. Carlton now to Fernack. Now here we come into mid-range to Garnett. Garnett gets it, but Przinski's there. Now Harmon coming in over to Piper Olsen. Now Garnett with the pop-up. Fernack, she's going to come in on the near side to Yeah, if I was Elk Mound, you got to keep feeding number 11, Lofton I mean, we saw some great hits there from Heath, but all night here so far, Lofton has been the one putting the points on the board with her big hits here. As Fernack will be back to serve it here for the Mounders. And Patton not able to extend it up front as we now sit 15-11 Mounders on top. Fernack is going to get another one here. And that's got to be, that's the Mounders' Achilles heel here. I think that might be 6 or 7 they put in the net now.
And that was such an important serve. I mean, they were on a good roll, and 17-11 was on the, or 16-11.
Yeah, as Henderson fires a rocket over as Fernack. Now she's going to go topside to And putting it in. Well, maybe it's a near side there for we're not sure. Because it was a good swing. And Henderson's going to get another one. Henderson firing one over Garnett. Now here comes Fernack. She's going to go mid-range to Garnett. Blocked there by Ringo! Road-blocked Ringo at your service, mid-range. And Henderson looking to tie it up here, 14-15, Pirates down. Pirates starting to get a little bit of momentum here. She sends a good one over. Now Fernack going on top side to just finding the spots.
Yeah, after that missed serve, Grantsburg rattled off a few in a row and got back into it here.
Yeah, we'll see. Lofton is back to serve it here for the Mounders. She sends one over. Patton popping it up to Harmon. Now looking at Ringo. Ringo floats one over. I thought she was going to get a good swing. Now here comes Fernack over to Garnett. And Garnett able to put one through.
Yeah, Ringo, it just looked like it missed the meat of her hand and more off her fingers. Because I thought, too, she was lined up nicely for a big smack.
Absolutely. Because here comes sending another one over. And that is out.
She's missed a couple also.
Yeah, it's... The Mounders have gone along with it, and they've also a few into the net here as the ball will be back into Przinski's hands as Grantsburg is down by a couple here. Mounders are going to need to take this set to keep going. Otherwise, if Grantsburg takes this one, they take game, set, match as Przinski sends it over as Carlton puts one up into the net. And Harry Harmon, you see Coach Grimm talking to Carlton there as Przinski has her whistle, sends one over. Carlton up to Fernack, now coming in on the outside to Gabbard. Gabbard able to get with southpaw and knock one down. And Kwolek will come in here for Olsen, and we will see Ella DeMel coming in, and I think Ella will be the one serving.
You know, Grantsburg up 2-0 here, down by a couple in this set, but Grantsburg hasn't won a regional championship since 2020, so looking to get back to sectionals with a win here.
My goodness. Berkman now to Kwolek, and Kwolek, and they're going to call her into the net.
Another look.
Yep, they're calling Ruby into the net, and the Mounders sitting on 19-16 here right now. And timeout is called here by Grantsburg, and the Mounders getting a little bit of momentum build. And it's just haven't really seen Grantsburg coming in this third set with much explosiveness like we did in the first two. Like I said, they are up 2-0. But Bob brought up a very good point, Bob, not to cut you off there, that Grantsburg, which I was not aware of, and we're sitting there looking at the banners, that they have not taken a regional title since 2020, like you mentioned.
Yeah, it's not that easy. It used to be like every year, but the competition has certainly caught up to Grantsburg because they're still a high-quality team every year, but the competition over the years has gotten so much better. It's just not a given anymore.
Well, we definitely have seen that in conference play. Now, I will say our conference is this year a lot smaller, right? There's only really 5 teams. But, I mean, when Unity was with us, you kind of had that Webster-Grantsburg Unity deal going on, and now as the Mounders, Harmon popping it up, and Przinski's right there. Bielen's got to hit it over, kind of a little bit of a swan move. And now here comes Fernack giving it to Heath, and Heath is blocked there by Ringo, and they're not able to get it over. I thought for a minute there the Mounders were going to be able to pop that one out of the net. And we'll have Avery Kwolek serving. So Kaylee Moore not coming in to serve. They're going to go with Kwolek.
Well, just getting a little fresh blood in there because Kaylee's had a little bit of trouble serving, so give Kwolek a chance here, I guess.
Kwolek sending a good one over, popped up there by Wolf. Now here comes Garnett. Garnett blocked there by Ringo and Olson. Now here comes Garnett again, and Garnett, Berkman right there, Kwolek. Kwolek's going mid-range to Przinski. Przinski is blocked, but the Pirates are right there, and Ringo somehow with the under scooper, and now here comes Lauren and popping it up. Good job there by Ringo. Now here comes Bielen offset, and that's touched there by the Mounders. But the play of Ruby Ringo, I thought that play was completely dead, Bob.
Yeah, that was really impressive for Grantsburg that time.
Yeah, and there might have been some illegal contact, but no whistles blown as Kwolek sends a fiery rocket right over. And now here comes the Mounders, and that is out.
No touch.
No tippies, no touchies, no tippies, no nothing. And here we go, 19-19. As we got to get ourselves space here, Nick, good job. As Kwolek has served up a couple good ones, and she fires another good one over. And that one goes a little bit dead, but here comes Lauren, popping it up. Oh, and they're calling her hip check in the net.
You thought it was going to, I thought
it was going to be on us, yeah. But no, it was the Mounders.
We'll take another look here. Yeah, they were under the net. So much momentum going forward. It's impressive they got. Yeah, she was clearly.
The way he called it, it looked like a hip check, like. Yeah, but Grantsburg now. Oh, this is getting exciting. Bob had mentioned some great information here. Grantsburg is on top 2-0, and we're in a tight third set here right now, and Grantsburg has the momentum. And if Grantsburg takes this set, Bob said 2020 will advance to 2025 for regional championship. So we'll see what happens here as the Mounders are back on the court.
Regardless of who does win, the next game, the next match will be next Thursday at 7 o'clock. If Grantsburg wins, it'll be here. If Grantsburg loses, Elk Mound would travel to either Unity or Bloomer.
And do we have an update on that Unity?
Just 1-1.
Still 1-1. Okay, that's exciting in itself, because if Grantsburg is able to take this, and if Unity takes it, welcome back Unity. Good to see you again. Kwolek sending one over. A little bit of flat tires. Wow. Fernack not able to get it going.
Kwolek has come in and served really well.
Yeah, she's been firing some good rockets over the net here, Bob. Like I said, Moore has done a good job all season long, but like I said, Deb's spicing it up a little bit here, and definitely Kwolek has taken advantage of it, and the Mounders struggling to get an answer on it as that's a block at, no. They're calling Ruby into the net.
Okay, got the replay here.
Well, we'll take that one. I don't know, Ruby might have got away with some illegal slapping earlier. As Moore is now in, Kwolek goes out as Kwolek's done a good job, but you know what's going through Kaylee Moore's head right now, right? You can see it on these faces, but you got to be able to stick and move here and finish this out. That was not on her there. That was not on her. The pass was not there. As we sit 21-21, and the ball is in the hands of Lauren Gabbert, and she sends one over. Bielen. Now to Moore. Now going on the outside to Olson. Olson putting it down. Good dig out there by Wolf. Now here comes Heath. Heath floats one over. Berkman's right there. Now Moore giving it to Ringo. And there's a good block there by the Mounders. Now here comes Bielen with the floater. Oh! Floater. I love you so. Floater. Hit the floor.
You got the hearts going. It's got special friends everywhere. Singing love songs up here.
Well, when that camera goes special moves here as Ian Berkman as we sit 22-21. It is a singing Saturday night here as Fernack now coming over to Garnett, and Garnett, that's out, yes.
No touch.
No tippies. They're calling it out. Coach Grimm is still on his feet. Is he calling timeout? No, we sit 23-21 in set 3. Now there's a timeout called by the Mounders. And Grantsburg is near 2 points away to taking the regional championship and also, hopefully, maybe seeing their good friends of Unity.
Yeah, and don't forget, in set number 1, Grantsburg was up 24-19, and Elk Mound came all the way back. Grantsburg did win 25-23. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see, it's Black Ninja Roller Coaster Special Friend Night as Caleb Rombach has taken over. Bubba's
retired.
Yeah, the Quimby Quartet is no more.
Have you come up with a name for?
I don't know.
Kayla?
I mean, we could go Rombach Renegades.
More special friends, Jeremy.
Oh, more special friends. Oh, John and Amber. Now, if that's not true love of Amber being on her phone, I don't know what is. Oh, special times here in Grantsburg as Eden Berkman. Eden Berkman is sending it over, and here comes Fernack. Fernack now going in over to Lauren. Lauren fires a southpaw. Kaylee Moore's right. Who wants it? You got to get it now. Don't fall asleep. As Kaylee Moore.
Wow.
Yeah, victory is not ours yet.
Heck of an effort there by Kaylee Moore, though, and almost brought it back. Just would have been an impossible cut to keep that in the inbound, so it went behind the antenna there.
And it looks like by the coaching staff, she might have ninja kicked the clipboards off of a few of the coaching staff. They were putting paperwork back together there.
Well, Deb has called a timeout, rightfully so. 23-22. This is the most important point of the match so far. If Grantsburg gets it, Mounders have to play perfect. If the Mounders get it, it's anybody's game.
Yeah. And you'll see the student section of Elk Mound there, you know, trying to do all they can to have the Mounders are right there. Like Bob said, whatever happens here, if Grantsburg gets it, you know, then we're going to be sitting 24-22. But we saw Grantsburg, like Bob, you mentioned it, we were in set one, and Grantsburg just stayed on 24 for quite some time. So,
well, that just means Elk Mound has heart, and they're not going to go easily. Let's see what happens. This is exciting volleyball.
Wow, yeah, this is something we had. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this as Garnett floats one into the net. No! And Elk Mound put it in the net, and we are in game, set, match point, and the ball is in the hands of Nora Bielen, and the Grantsburg Pirates are looking for that regional championship as there you get it right there on a Saturday night in Grantsburg, Wisconsin, and since 2020, your Grantsburg Pirates are now regional champions, and they want unity here, and they want unity now.
We'll rewatch that, and then we'll get to the line. Obviously, a shout-out to the Elk Mound senior girls. Wow.
Yeah, we're going to go through them here as they that, and like I said, hats off to Elk Mound. Hats off to Elk Mound, and right here we got Taylor Fernack, and then we got Kaylin Dittner, and then we got Miley Carlton, and then we got Lofton. Those are the seniors on this Elk Mound Mounders team, and hats off to you ladies. You've been playing volleyball since you're little. Obviously, Bob, we've talked about this numerous times. This is where it gets difficult, right? And hats off to Elk Mound and them seniors. But tonight on Black Ninja Special Friend Night, your Grantsburg Pirates are regional champions. And it does not get any better than that, Nick. And right now, we need unity. We want that matchup. We want that matchup.
Jeremy's wanting unity badly as we watch them finishing up. But take a look at Grantsburg here. Here they come. They're going to come down onto the court, do their singy-songy thing. I'm never going to be like Jeremy. I can't do that kind of stuff. But I'm going to text Doug and see what we've got as they get.
Yeah, we're going to stay on here because we're going to announce, you know, obviously these championship, but we want to give you folks. Yep. Hats off to Elk Mound. Appreciate them coming in, bringing a student body bus up here, packing the gym up a little bit. Like I said, it's Bob. You mentioned here with your daughter and your niece up here. Yeah, it is tough. It is tough, you know, to see that. But there we go, regional champions, Grantsburg. And there's Deb has all the seniors coming out to get it there as there's a slug of them, and the girls are feeling it here tonight as next Thursday. Folks, I don't know who you want here, but I want the Eagles. What's that coach's name? I always forget his name.
Louis Coletti.
Yeah, we need Coletti here.
We love him.
Yeah, because Coletti is a fine volleyball coach.
He's awesome.
And he is awesome. And I like the matchup between Grantsburg and Unity as Nick has zoomed in on a very special regional championship for these Pirate girls. Yeah, it does. I thought we were going to get some extra ones as we'll let this play out here. Yeah. Has Doug gotten back to you there?
No,
No,
oh yeah,
that's all right.
actually he did just text. Hold on.
Okay.
Uh-oh, he says not looking good as the Eagles are down 2-1 to Bloomer.
All right, folks.
might not get your wish.
Yeah, we might not get unity here, but hey, either way, next Thursday, Bob Rombach called it. We will be back in Grantsburg, and we will be hosting either Bloomer or Unity. And yeah, like I said, we can't say enough for the Elk Mound Mounders on the great season that they've had here. And obviously, as we're flooding the gym here right now, Nick's trying to get on regional champions. As you can see it right above Sam Przinski's head there. 2020, but now we will get out the sewing machine and put 25.
Back up just a little bit. There, stop. So you can see we won so many. Now he's in front of it. But 2015 at the bottom of that first banner, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just an incredible run, plus tons before that. Just lots and lots of regional championships, but not one since 2020. So congratulations to the girls and the coaching staff. Deb Johnson, great job. Now it's on to sectionals. Haven't gone to state since 2018.
Yeah, that was the Brooke Quimby year. Brooke Quimby, Olivia Brock,
Mackenzie,
and then
I remember Jaden Watt made that last serve to get him to state. It was incredible. Great picture. Yeah, Siebenthal.
They weren't on that one.
Or wait, were they? No, they were. It was the Oakses were the year before, I think.
Yeah. Anyways, exciting night here in Grantsburg. Well, folks, we've gone on long enough. It was a fun time on Special Friends Night. But guess what? Next Thursday.
Special Friends Night. Let's find some more.
Yeah.
This is better.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. We're going to get to do it again next Thursday.
Yeah. Yes, and this is the tough stuff of losing, but it's like, don't be sad that it's over. Yes, we'll be happy that it happened. Oh, not able to get there. She is. She had a great game.
Yeah, Lofton, which by the name is a cool name.
No joke.
Yeah, Lofton had a great night, and folks, hey, we appreciate you tuning in at home. It's a cold night outside here in October, but it's hot in the gym. Yeah, look at that.
Superfan Cheng, voice of the Mounders. Good to see him here. He's awesome.
Yeah.
He knows everything about everything sports, and I'm not being facetious. He is like an encyclopedic Chingtanica. I don't know. He is awesome.
No, that's good. Folks, I am Jeremy Burton, along with the ever so talented Nick Rombach, which we will bring you in your face next Thursday. And Bob Rombach, thanks for jumping on the mic here on a very special night here in Grantsburg, as Grantsburg are regional champions. That'll do it here up in the Mez. Everyone who was here, drive safe. Everyone at home, thank you very much. See ya!